draws up within a metre of Level Advice. Meadow Mirage needs a run, followed by Defoe. At the 150, Level Advice in front, but Impressionist has got him. Defoe getting out, making ground with Meadow Mirage. It's Impressionist in front. Defoe is coming out after him. Impressionist hanging on, and Impressionist. Big effort. Impressionist wins the neck to Defoe. Photo third, maybe Meadow Mirage, a nose to Lord Muckley. Level Advice weakened, he couldn't stay, followed by Tip Top Prince Amendment in such a Thomas Magnum, and All Meter Boys run last.
The pre-post favourite for the Inter-Dominion pacing final. We just saw Impressionist number 7 over 6 Defoe and number 3 Meadow Mirage.
Royal Standard came out beautifully in the middle. Emma Sue showing speed wide, Born to Fly and Pretty Crackers showing speed right off the track. Behind those, Joe's Raider, followed by Volpacula, Party Game and George Brown. Royal Standard raced to the back nicely, clear from Pretty Crackers, Born to Fly, Emma Sue. Joe's Raiders 3 wide on the track, and then 2 lengths Volpacula, Party Game and George Brown last. Royal Standard on the bunny, leads by 3 to Pretty Crackers and Born to Fly, and it's all Royal Standard goes right on with it. The Richmond form's good. Royal Standard wins by 5 lengths. Pretty Crackers is second, third tight Party Game or Emma Sue, and right behind them Joe's Raider, Born to Fly, then Volpacula, and it was one of the last.
Our greyhound callers are tipping very well tonight. Number 3 Royal Standard wins race number 3 at Wentworth Park.
A full stretch gallop, missed away about 3 or 4 lengths, and beginning smartly was Funmaker. Tallowood Princess began brilliantly out deep and is searching for the early lead. Followed further back on the inside then by Terry Terrific. Going to the first corner out deep was G'day G'day. Further back on the inside was Evoker World. Couldn't go the early speed. Viking Willie's on its outside next to Northeast, a long way back, followed by Chuck and Meg's Memory right out of business on the first corner. Coming up towards the home bend, a little over 2 seconds left to go, and Tallowood Princess is the pilot. Jason Proctor takes it to a clear-cut lead in the home straight, leads by a couple of lengths to Funmaker, settling down second, Terry Terrific third. Then G'day G'day, followed by Evoker Royal, a length and a half, Olympic Fire picking up ground on the outside. Right behind it is Viking Willie, followed by Northeast, and Chuck is back second last. Meg's Memory tailed off last. Going by the judge, heading to the turnout of the straight, short of 2 seconds to go. Tallowood Princess the leader. Shows out by a length and a half to Funmaker in second spot, and G'day G'day moving up the first without cover. A length Terry Terrific going awkwardly on the inside. Moving up on the outside of it then is Olympic Fire as they head down the back, followed by Evoker Royal, and then came Viking Willie a long way back to Northeast. Chuck is going forward on the outside, and Meg's Memory tacks on. Heading down the back, a lap and a half to run. No loafing in this. Tallowood Princess the leader. Moving up, G'day G'day, making the leader work, and a length to Funmaker, followed by Terry Terrific. Moving up to the 1 by 1 as Chuck takes off 3 wide around them. With a big run up towards the leaders, followed at the head of the others by Olympic Fire the outside. Evoker World next on the rail as they leave the back, and a length to Viking Willie. Meg's Memory second last at Northeast at the tail of the field. Coming up towards the home corner. 1,200 metres left to go in the Newcastle Jockey Club Cup. And the leader now is G'day G'day. G'day G'day crossed over onto the fence in front of Tallowood Princess and leads for the bell by a half length to Chuck. Tallowood Princess trying to get off the fence in third spot. Then Terry Terrific as they come down for the bell. Funmaker's awkwardly placed on the inside. Terry Terrific had to go 3 wide as they come down the home straight. Then came Olympic Fire out wide as Viking Willie as they go by the judge. Getting pushed right back. Evoker World is almost at the tail now with Northeast and Meg's Memory. They've got the bell. Heading to the turnout of the straight. 8.50 to run. G'day G'day on top. Chuck moves up second. Running third now is Funmaker. Tallowood Princess. 1 horse off the fence. Out 3 wide. Terry Terrific. A length further back. Viking Willie starting a run on the outside. Meg's Memory has made up a ton of ground. Followed further back by Olympic Fire, Northeast, and Evoker World under heavy punishment at the tail of the field. Up the back at the 5.50. And G'day G'day still defies them. Chuck in second spot is under pressure. Terry Terrific out 3 wide. Funmaker over on the fence looking for a way out. Here's Northeast circling the field with a big run. Viking Willie in the centre. Tallowood Princess behind those, and then Meg's Memory as they pack right up. 300 metres left to go. G'day G'day's under extreme pressure. Chuck moved up on the outside to join it now. Then came Terry Terrific. Northeast around the outside. There's a run there for Funmaker close to the inside. They straighten up. 2.50 to go. G'day G'day the leader from Funmaker. Down the outside, Chuck. Tallowood Princess coming again. G'day G'day's in front. It's under extreme pressure, but it's holding them all at bay. And G'day G'day will score. G'day G'day first, Chuck second, Tallowood Princess third, then Terry Terrific, followed by Funmaker, Meg's Memory. Further back, Viking Willie. Out deep, Olympic Fire and Northeast and Evoker Royal at the tail of the field.
8-10-6 race 4 at Newcastle, possibly
It came out quickly. Out wide, Petite Fergie showing good speed. She's going to cross the face of the field after travelling 150 metres. And into the first turn, Petite Fergie finds the fence by 1 length on Wadawali. Morning Dark in third place from Trust Player. Sovereign Lad in centre field and off the fence. Wigan Gown saving ground along the rails from Rather Racy. Drifting back Bella Fuse on the outside of Flying Squad. And Top Gun is 6 lengths behind them at the rear. Down the back on the first occasion, a new leader, Morning Dark, went to the front. Trust Player striding up to be second, a half length off the leader. And McMullen may urge forward and go to the front. Racing inside the 1600, our third leader coming up. The lead time 36.4. Trust Player leads by 1 length on Sovereign Lad. Morning Dark is third, Rather Racy fourth from Petite Fergie. Wadawali coming off the fence from Bella Fuse and Wigan Gown. 2 lengths to Flying Squad, and 2 off last is Top Gun as they race towards the 1200, where Jim Reckless takes the favourite Sovereign Lad to the front. Sovereign Lad now leads by 1.5 lengths on Trust Player. Rather Racy third, and the first one to face the breeze on the outside of Morning Dark. Then Petite Fergie being covered up by Wadawali from Wigan Gown, Bella Fuse. Flying Squad second last, and still Top Gun is last. An even 30 for the first quarter of the mile as they move past the winning post with just short of 1,000 metres to pace. The favourite Sovereign Lad takes them out of the straight clear by 1.5 lengths on Trust Player. Rather Racy does it tough now. Third on the outside of Morning Dark. Wadawali in midfield but with cover on the outside of Petite Fergie. Bella Fuse 1 by 2 on the running line from Wigan Gown. Third last on the fence. A break of 1.5 lengths to Flying Squad, and still Top Gun is last. Second quarter 32.8. Down the back 600 from home. The favourite Sovereign Lad doing it nicely by 1.5 lengths on Rather Racy. In third place is Trust Player. Morning Dark under pressure. They're followed by Wadawali. Petite Fergie trying to come off the fence. Wigan Ground is saving ground along the fence. They're followed by Flying Squad. Bella Fuse wide, and Top Gun is last. Sovereign Lad at the 300, clear by 1.5 lengths. Trust Player working into the clear, looks to be the only danger. Then Wigan Gown, who continues to make ground, but Sovereign Lad comes around the home turn nicely clear. It's Sovereign Lad 2 lengths in front of Trust Player. Wigan Gown in third place from Bella Fuse and Top Gun, but Sovereign Lad looks to be doing it easily inside the 100. Reckless sitting stone still, and Sovereign Lad has a comfortable win. Sovereign Lad first, Trust Player second, Wigan Gown third. Then Top Gun, a good run after losing so much ground at the start from Bella Fuse and Flying Squad. Rather Racy well back with Petite Fergie. Wadawali second last, and Morning Dark the last one across the line.
9-2-6. Jim Reckless not scared to take a good horse down south, and we could see Sovereign Lad in the southern states soon to take on the Southerners.
At $2.90, and they're ready to run in race 5. Racing, Call Me Casey, jumped okay in fact. Senor blundered the start, and first out JR Jim crossing to the paint to lead by a half length to Admiral Sam. Getting to third as She Wings, followed by Call Me Casey. You've got a Pratt there. Moving up the track ahead of it was Senor, followed by Call Me Casey. Plum Roll, well back Trendy Bell and See You Princess. Off the back at Admiral Sam went for home by 5 to JR Jim. Further back She Wings, Call Me Casey. Racing pretty greenly, but Admiral Sam dropping in great here tonight. He's streaking away. Call Me Casey gets into second. Oh, it's been something lick Call Me Casey, but Admiral Sam gives the Curran Kettle a double. Admiral Sam beat Call Me Casey. She Winks round to third, followed by JR Jim, See You Princess. Further back Plum Roland, Trendy Bell with See Senor.
7-6-1 Penrith race 5 and racing, but the stewards will his right leg, oh goodness me. And I tell you what, going around the first turn he's lobbed third, so it's still been a fair effort. But if you watch him here, he's, even after his leg is bent in places which are most unnatural, he has railed here on the first turn. He's still galloping well enough, so he'll pull up okay. But he's gone past the trouble. He's got to third, fourth in the back straight, but then he's tired, and any wonder after that. So forget the run of C Senor, and let's hope he's okay, because he's a greyhound with a lot of ability.
There it is, we've got a start. Fizzle or Fame out in the centre as usual was away fast and gets across Masada. No speed from Centennial Way. Timely Treasure working across and is going to be able to drop in behind Fizzle or Fame. Rascan is now going over to be outside the leader. Coming one off was Masada, and Parley's Pride, who was away well from the second row, was caught 3 deep as Masada comes off the rail. Then came Waikari Steel, further back in the field to Centennial Way. Oriana Skipper's back 4th last. Looking On's gone back to be 3rd last. Barunga Princess getting up on the inside. and Butcher's Hook finds himself back at the tail of the field. Racing down the back straight, and here the leader is Fizzle or Fame on top, but Parley's Pride now satellite around the outside of Ras Khan. Timely Treasure in behind the leader. 6 metres away then came Masada. They were followed by Centennial Way. Waikari Steel a little worse than midfield. It's being followed up by Oriana Skipper. Barunga Princess through on the inside. A gap then of about 6 metres to Looking On, and Butcher's Hook about to go 3 wide around Looking On, who's racing 1 off the rail. Onto the home turn. They're about to swing into the lane with just over a lap and a quarter to go, and Fizzle or Fame leads about 2 or 3 metres. Make it 4 metres now. Parley's Pride the outside. In behind the leader, having a nice run, was Timely Treasure. Ras Khan in the 1-1. Here's Butcher's Hook whipping around them. Masada in the centre. Centennial Way the inside, just tapped up. Barunga Princess back on the inside of Waikari Steel, who travels all right. Then Oriana Skipper and Looking On as last of all. Heading towards the back straight, and they ran the first quarter in 31 point something. I didn't quite catch it. The second quarter in 32.2, and the leader is Fizzle or Fame by 2.5 metres to Parley's Pride. Ras Khan eases out 3 wide in front of Butcher's Hook. Back on the inside, Timely Treasure still on the leader's back. Further back in the field then came Masada in the centre. Centennial Way. Barunga Princess getting between runners. Out very wide then was Waikari Steel from Oriana Skipper, and Looking On last of all. Fizzle or Fame held together off the back, led 2 metres. The serious challenger on the outside is Parley's Pride. Timely Treasure every chance to third. Struggling then Ras Khan. Barunga Princess has worked through the field and got to 4th, but now under pressure, as is Butcher's Hook. Onto the home turn, Fizzle or Fame just led. Parley's Pride throwing down the gauntlet, and Timely Treasure about to come to the outside, out 3 deep. In the straight, Parley's Pride the outside gets to Fizzle or Fame, who's fighting back. Timely Treasure finishing strongly on the outside. He's swamping them, Timely Treasure. He's going to get up and beat Parley's Pride and wins. Third, Barunga Princess got through late. Then Butcher's Hook. Ras Khan was there from Looking On. Further back in the field came Masada with Waikari Steel, Oriana Skipper. Well, Fizzle or Fame was third with about 30 metres to go and has got absolutely swamped. And last home was Centennial Way.
Yes, and very tired at that.
This is 4th at Wentworth Park. Racing, Genesis slow but quickly gathered them in, and Genesis charging over from Topsy Taffy. Tanya Talander has got right up behind the leader. Brisk Betty third, and then 2 lengths to Mahotella. Topsy Taffy dropping back. Megan's Mate, then Mekong Tiger and She's My Motive. Down the back, Genesis the leader. Tanya Talander going right up behind it. Then 3 behind those, Topsy Taffy, followed by Brisk Betty and then Mahotella and Mekong Tiger. The leader was Genesis, Tanya Talander and Topsy Taffy behind it. Genesis in front, Topsy Taffy grabbing at Tanya Talander. Tanya Talander, I think, got up to win from Genesis. In third position, Topsy Taffy, followed by Mahotella. Right behind those was Mekong Tiger from Brisk Betty, and Megan's Mate was last of all.
We'll have a look at that finish again.
For the field come up, they're set for the 4th at Moonee Valley. 8th heat of the Pacing Championship. Ready. Racing, Barrel Boys away well with on the outside Franco Tiger in search of the lead. Smooth Genghis is trying to keep out Franco Tiger. Starship works across on the outside as Franco Tiger leads at the judge the first time. Westburn Grant, he gets to a handy 4th out of the straight. Coming off the rail for a stride, followed by Zakara. Then Barrel Boy, he's out 3 wide. On the fence out of the straight, it's Motor Power. The outside, Christopher Vance, followed by Surmay Way, Barrel Boy, Generator, and Appanon Lad, who missed it as some 35 metres away. At the 2300 down the back, and Franco Tiger, he leads Smooth Genghis by 4 metres. Starship is the one travelling up to be third without cover. Now Westburn Grant, he works up to the 1 out 1 back trail, and a beautiful piece of driving early. On his back in turn is Zakara. It's Motor Power, travels 3 back on the rail. 4 metres away, Christopher Vance, he's 4 back on the outside. From the rear now, Generator pulls out 3 wide. Back on the rail is Barrel Boy, followed by Surmay Way, and Appanon Ladder's about 15 metres away. Approaching the turn, they've almost gone the first lap towards the 1950, and Westburn Grant, he now pulls out 3 wide. He raced up on the outside to tackle Franco Tiger, a long way from home, and the speed is right on 2 circuits to travel. Westburn Grant raced up on the outside and heads off Franco Tiger. 2 circuits out. Westburn Grant leads Franco Tiger now. Third still without cover, Starship. On the rail is Smooth Genghis. 4 metres away, Generator on the outside of its Motor Power. Then Zakara, Barrel Boy. Christopher Vance is biding his time. He's third last and 4 back on the outside. Trailed up by Surmay Way, and 15 metres to Appanon Lad. Lead time 1:31.6 down the back inside the 1600 is Surmay Way. He now pulls out 3 wide towards the lap and a half. Zakara comes out. Generator comes out. They're all coming out at the lap and a half. Generator, he's out 3 wide. Zakara found himself out 4 wide for a stride with Sermo Way as they shuffle behind the leader at the lap and a quarter. Travelling up on the outside now. Into second placing is Generator within a metre of Westburn Grant. Zakara's out 3 wide, trailed up by Sermo Way. Then Franco Tiger, the leader's back, followed by Starship on the outside. Then Smooth Genghis. Christopher Vance now pulls out 3 wide with trail on the back of Sermo Way. It's Motor Power third last, followed by Barrel Boy and Appin on Ladders last. In the straight they race at the 1,000 metres. First quarter in 30.6 the leader Westburn Grant by a metre to Zakara. Sermo Way is out 3 wide, trailed up in turn by Christopher Vance. Franco Tiger the rail, Generator in the centre. Barrel Boy now pulls out. He goes home on the back of Christopher Vance, followed by Starship on the outside. On the rail is Smooth Genghis, trailed up by Its Motor Power and Appin on Ladders last. Second quarter 28.9 down the back inside the 600. It's Westburn Grant. He leads Generator. Zakara now travelled up into second placing. Sermo Way is out 3 wide, then Franco Tiger. Generator dropped the bit. Christopher Vance about to pull to the outside now 4 wide. No run for Smooth Genghis, followed by Barrel Boy, Appin on Lad, It's Motor Power and Starship is last, but around the turn 250 metres out. Westburn Grant held together by 3 metres. Zakara's under pressure. Sermo Way out 3 wide, gets into second placing. Christopher Vance, he's about to pull to the outside 4 wide. He does. He's coming home like a train at the 180. Westburn Grant in front, but here is Christopher Vance letting loose on the outside of the 100. Westburn Grant in front, but Christopher Vance is coming home all over the top of them on the outside. Christopher Vance raced to the lead near the line, and here's a run and a half. Christopher Vance has got up to win by 2 metres. Maybe Franco Tiger second, a nose to Westburn Grant. What a race. Generator close up, followed by Smooth Genghis and Sermo Way. Then it's Motor Power, Barrel Boy, Zakara, Appin on Lad, and Starship has run last.
The big guns are really firing in the Inter Dominion. Heat number 8, Christopher Vance. What a sprint.
Flying Gambler out wide, boxed only fairly. Tin Town won the start, going quickly short. Gossip and Woodford Sue off flattened Shireen Bale and fell. Out of the straight, running to the lead here is Woodford Sue by 2 to short. Gossip, Cunningly Crafty, 5 away to Tin Town. Further back, Flying Gambler and Shay Gala. Heading out the back, Woodford Sue clear by 2. Cunningly Crafty gets to second. It's got the inside run, Cunningly Crafty. It's got a half to the leader. Woodford Sue spins wide. Cunningly Crafty the inside, shot up, grabbed the lead. Short Gossip runs on, but Cunningly Crafty will get the money. Cunningly Crafty by 2 to short Gossip. Woodford Sue third. They're followed in by Tin Town. Further back, Shy Gal, Flying Gambler, and Shireen Bale was tossed over at the first turn and finished at the tail.
1-3-2, the placings at Penrith, race 6, a grade 5 over the 530. Update.
Size stakes for 2-year-old fillies. Line looks good. There's the blue light. They're off and racing. Fancy Me missed the start by a good length. And beginning smartly, Jamaica Mistress over on the inside. Sabrina Princess began very quickly. Little Sister Gay has also got a lot of speed in the early part of the race and moves up to join it going to the first corner. Followed further back by Sunshine Lady moving around the outside. Justine Emma got a check there. Another one and went for a gallop on the first bend. Another galloper as well is Toledo Jewel, falling right back through the field. Oh, gee, the driver of True Brew Lady was lucky to stay in the bike. They've locked wheels, Dorian Williams, and they're right out of business. True Blue Lady and Toledo Jewel out of business on the first corner. Into the straight and down towards the winning post with a lap to go. Sabrina Princess, the leader. Kicked away to lead by 2 lengths on Jamaica Mistress. They're about 4 lengths clear of Little Sister Gay. Moving around the outside, Sunshine Lady. Taking closer order is Fancy Me as they go by the judge. Then came Party Whiz. And a long way back to Main Lock on the turn out of the straight. Followed further back by Justine Emma. Heading towards the back after the bell. Lead time is 61.5. And the leader, Sabrina Princess, by a length and a half. Jamaica Mistress second on the inside of Sunshine Lady. Moving closer now, about 2 lengths further back to Fancy Me. Little Sister Gay is next, and then came Main Lock. And last of the main bunch is Party Whiz. Heading on towards the top corner. About 500 metres left to go, and Sabrina Princess is doing it nicely for Cameron. Shows the way by a length and a half. Jamaica Mistress in second spot, and then Sunshine Lady, followed by Little Sister Gay on the inside of Fancy Me. Main Lock taken to the extreme outside, but he releases the brakes on Sabrina Princess. In the middle of the circle, Sabrina Princess slipped away about 3 lengths in front of Jamaica Mistress, who's under extreme pressure. Main Lock around the outside with a good run, followed by Justine Emma. In the home stretch, though, Sabrina Princess doing it well. Sabrina Princess a length and a half. Jamaica Mistress in second spot is sticking on gamely, but Sabrina Princess is going to lead throughout to win the Sire Stakes. Sabrina Princess by 2 lengths on the line. Jamaica Mistress followed in third spot then by Little Sister Gay. At the head of the others, Main Lock. Out deep was Party Whiz. A long way back then to Fancy Me, followed by Sunshine Lady. And then came at the head of the others, Justine Emma. And the other two failed to finish. Toledo Jewel being pulled up on the first corner with True Blue Lady.
425, Newcastle race 5.
Racing now, and Little Rufus came out nicely from the inside. Armada Miss and Miss Amity showing speed. Lucky by Able restrained shortly after the start and Walks Alone, and Banker are going quickly driving into the first turn. But Little Rufus with the inside rolls to the front. Little Rufus clear by 1 length on Miss Amity, racing a bit tight there. Lucky by Able was slightly checked, didn't lose a great amount of ground. Banker whipped up to be second on the outside. 1.5 lengths to Lucky by Able, caught 3 wide. Armada Miss coming off the fence from Harley O'Quinn. Then Fine Time and Walks Alone back at the rear of the field. A fair amount of jostling taking place. Little Rufus in front. Lucky by Able was caught wide at the 1600, and the driver is sooling up looking for the lead. The driver on Little Rufus won't surrender. Lead time 36.4. Little Rufus in front by 1 length on Lucky by Able. Banker in third place, facing the breeze now as Lucky by Able finds the fence. Miss Amity is fourth. Armada Miss is fifth, and 1 by 1 on the back of Banker. Fine Time 1 by 2 on the running line, covering up Harley O'Quinn. And 2 off last is Walks Alone. The pace begins to slow now as they race inside the 1200 and square to get the bell. Little Rufus in front by 1 length on the outside. Banker doing it tough. Lucky by Able in third place. First quarter of the mile in 31.1. Armada Miss being given every possible chance by Donahue. She's fourth, 1 by 1 on the outside of the stablemate Miss Amity. Fine Time is tracking forward behind Armada Miss. Harley O'Quinn in 7th place on the fence, and 1 off last is Walks Alone as they make the turn out of the straight and head towards the half. 800 metres to pace, and Little Rufus has been in front from the outset. It's Little Rufus by 1.5 lengths on Banker, and Lucky by Able in third place on the fence. 33.7, a slow second quarter. Armada Miss is fourth on the outside of Miss Amity. Then Fine Time, Harley O'Quinn, and Walks Alone is last as they head down the back. Less than 600 to go. It's Little Rufus by 1 length on Banker. Lucky by Able travelling okay, but held in a pocket by Armada Miss. Then Miss Amity. Fine Time peeling 3 wide, now 4 wide to start a runners. Armada Miss goes ahead of Fine Time. Harley O'Quinn is second last and Walks Alone last. Little Rufus in front at the 220. Armada Miss a 1/2 length away on the outside. Lucky by Able with nowhere to go, and then Fine Time from Harley O'Quinn. Little Rufus flattens just in front. Armada Miss trying hard. Lucky by Able can't get out. It's Little Rufus kicking away from Armada Miss. Lucky by Able trying hard to get up on the inside. Little Rufus in front of Lucky by Able. Little Rufus leads all the way to beat Lucky by Able. I think Fine Time got third ahead of Armada Miss, somewhat disappointing. Then Harley O'Quinn, Miss Amity Walks Alone, and Banker tied to run last.
1-5 at a photo, possibly number 7, Fine Time for third race 3, Albion Park.
Race 5 of the night, Wentworth Park, ready to jump. Racing. And coming out first, Supreme Beauty. Went straight to the lead early from Rackets and Camshell on the outside is trying to get over. Inside of those, Cover Story, followed by Fiery Rogue, and then Classy Brutes, Zip Force and Hello America. Into the back, Supreme Beauty leads the way. Rackets charging up from Cover Story and Camshell. Over on the fence, then Classy Brutes, followed by Fiery Rogue and Hello America. The leader was Supreme Beauty. Shows the way from Rackets going it after it. Supreme Beauty bobbed away, though, and Supreme Beauty's coming away now. Supreme Beauty by 3 lengths. Second, 2 Rackets. Camshell got up for third. Then came Cover Story. A break in the field to Classy Brutes from Zip Force, Hello America and Fiery Rogue.
4-5 at a photo, possibly...
Blue Light on Mobile peels away. From the inside, Franco Alicante beat You Missed Out. Away quickly also was Willie Cracker, and Wayvan is looking for a sit in the early part. You Missed Out is back on the inside. Now Achiever is caught wide. Satan Commands was away well off the second row, as was Medoro Caramere, but he's very wide on the track. Johnny Idle through on the inside. Then came London Mac, Cheer Happy, the 2 stablemates, and Gross Glockner went back to last from barrier 6 and is now sneaking through along the inside and will probably wind up about 4. back. In the straight on the first occasion, and the leader is Franco Alicante. Now Achiever's working overtime out 3 wide to try and get around them, and Achiever's finally going to work up and sit without cover. Also 3 wide, Maduro Caramia going on with it. Parked on the leader's back, You Missed Out, and now Willie Cracker gets a nice run in the centre. Johnny Idol sneaking through on the inside of Wayvan. Then came Gross Glockner. Satan Commands was away well, but now finds himself back third last at this point of the race. And then came London Mac, and last of all was Cheer Happy. Now, as they head into the back straight, the leader is Franco Alicante. Maduro Caramia worked up to sit without cover. Getting a nice run on the leader's back in third place was You Missed Out. Now here's Satan Commands whipping around them. Further back in the field came Achiever, who now has some cover. Johnny Idol just pulling a little bit on the inside. Then came Willie Cracker. Now Maduro Caramia kicks up. Satan Commands was able to drop into the 1-1 there, as Achiever just couldn't quite hold its position. Willie Cracker is back in the field on the outside of Gross Glockner. Wayvan third last, then London Mac, and now Cheer Happy starts a move from the rear of the field. Swinging up towards the home turn once again, and Franco Alicante hasn't been tested much in front, 33.1, running along on his own steam, and leads them into the straight by 3 metres to Maduro Caramia on the outside of You Missed Out. Satan Commands has now got a lovely trail for the last lap. In fact, he's been there already for about 400 or 500 metres. Here's Cheer Happy whipping around them 3 wide as it did last week, but Satan's Commands comes out in front of Cheer Happy. Johnny Idol's worked into the race now and gets through into the 1-1, but now's locked away. Further back in the field to Gross Glockner. They were followed well out of it at this point by Achiever. In front of him on the inside then was Willie Cracker, who now gets one off. Wayvan starts a run from the rear around the outside of London Mac. They're tightly packed up as they head to the back straight, and they flatten out for the run down same straight. And the leader at this stage is Franco Alicante, ahead in front of Maduro Caramia, who's up on the outside. Satan Commands working up to them out 3 wide on the track. Johnny Idol travels well just in behind them. They were followed then by You Missed Out. Cheer Happy behind those. Willie Cracker looks for a run. Here's Wayvan pulling very wide on the track. Gross Glockner back on the inside, and then London Mac, and Achievers dropped out to last of all. Maduro Caramia got the head clear. As they come to the home turn from Franco Alicante, Satan Commands is sticking on out wide on the track. Cheer Happy running on. Johnny Idol looks for a run in behind them. Many chances in the straight. Satan Commands gets to the lead. Down the outside, finishing pretty well, was Cheer Happy. Satan Commands in front. Cheer Happy. Johnny Idol getting through late. Cheer Happy wins from Satan Commands. They're pretty muddy over the line. Johnny Idol third, then Maduro Caramia from Willie Cracker, London Mac, Franco Alicante, Gross Glockner. You Missed Out and Wayvan behind those, and Achiever was last of all.
13, 10, 12, race 4, the pick 4 at Globe Derby. A great finish and certainly very muddy, dirty conditions there at Globe Derby, but still quite safe racing. Another break on Sky Racing, then Penrith.
Come fast together with Grey Star, Candy Tree dropping onto the fence. Rainbow Sue out wide. Going through the centre, Clover's Picket lost that corner, ran off Flatten Sandy's Girl, and Rainbow Sue had dropped to the rear. Heading into the back, Clorinda Bale clear by 2 lengths. Candy Tree's got the inside run. Going wide, Grey Star. They're 5 in advance of Tears in Rain. Overreacted a break to Clover's Pick on the turn. Candy Tree whipped up, grabbed the lead, shot away by 2. Second is Clorinda Bale. Tears in Rain's running home well, but in front Candy Tree from Tears in Rain, and Candy Tree got the money. Candy Tree by 2 lengths to Tears in Rain. Clorinda Bale ran third, followed in by Grey Star. Further back, Overreact from Clover's Pick, Sandy's Girl, and Rainbow Sue was one of the last to finish.
2-4-1, race 7, Penrith. Now the Superfecta at Newcastle.
Lights on. Racing, and Pulaski in the centre of the line, zipped out of the gate, came out very quickly and went straight to the lead. Adelaide and the Corsican began well, with Sharp Brett driving up along the fence, running into the first turn. Franco Elect not showing a great deal of pace, and he's drifting back into midfield as they reach that first corner. Another length and a half to Armando, trap wide on the outside of Carwatha Hanover. Then Big Bird on the inside of Trespasser, and Grain Store Flyer had dropped out to the tail of the field. Pulaski the leader, 22.7 the lead time, and Pulaski by 2 lengths to Sharp Brett down the back at the 1500 metres mark. Another 2 to Adelaide, who's third, a length and a half to the Corsican, moving away from the rail. Armando's out 3 deep, charging forward, and Trespasser 4 wide, starting to rush around the outside. Big Bird driving up on the fence on the inside of the Corsican. 2 lengths away down the side of the track was Franco Elect. He's third last in front of Carwatha Hanover, and Grain Store Flyer whipped them in around the corner for the bell. 1100 to run, 31.2 first split of the mile, and Pulaski shows the way down the stretch by more than a length. Sharp Brett is second. Trespasser third, moving up into the death. Adorate is fourth and on the back of Trespasser now. A length away, Big Bird going up on the rail. Armando in the centre. Another length and a half to the Corsican, followed further back by Grain Store Flyer going up on the rail. Franco Elect is second. Last and Carwath Hanover's 2 lengths away at the tail of the field. 30.4 second quarter, and Pulaski takes them to the back at the 550. Leads by a length to Trespasser, 1 to Sharp Brett. Adorate out, 3 wide coming at them. Big Bird on the fence, Armando in the centre with nowhere to go, and now the South Aussies out and starting to run. Carwath Hanover out, 4 deep, went whoosh on the top bend, and with 400 to run, Carwath Hanover from South Australia and Adorate, the New South Wales contender, go to the lead. 300 metres out, Carwath Hanover and Adorate, they're going stride for stride.